for man, one giant leap for mankind.
At that moment, humanity saw the impossible become the possible. And today, the sky is not the limit. Achievement. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Lots of sunshine to enjoy today. Cooler and less humid, a high of 71 to 74. Clear and cool tonight, lows 45 to 55. Tomorrow and Friday are going to be partly to mostly sunny and gorgeous. High of 72 to 74 tomorrow. Temperatures warm a little for Friday, high 77 to 81. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
An unexpected pregnancy can turn a young woman's life upside down. The House of One in Faith in Ocala gives these young women a place to live in privacy and comfort under the Christian care of counselors who will guide and protect both the woman and her unborn child. The House of One in Faith is confidential, loving, and free. For more information, call 352-687-8895.
If you find an animal or a bird that needs help, call Animist Foundation at 352-843-6379. They will come and get the animal if you can't take it to them. High school students and those with court-ordered community service can earn required hours in this rewarding environment. And veterans who share a bond with animals and parrots who have been through mental or physical trauma are especially welcomed. Families, clubs, and tourists can arrange for tours of Animist without driving for hours or miles. Consider volunteering. Animist needs you.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 629-2440. In addition to our pasture mowing service, we also offer fence row spraying and stump grinding services. Now is the perfect time to get ahead on your weed control and to take care of those troublesome stumps for an overall pleasing appearance. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 629-2440, or online at powellgene@yahoo.com. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 629-2440.
Here is your 30-second news brief. The U.S. Senate passed a $36.5 billion emergency aid measure to replenish FEMA. A child was bitten by a venomous snake at a daycare center on Eglin Air Force Base. He is okay. The state of Florida is paying $437,000 for attorneys representing a dairy in a lawsuit against Agriculture Commissioner Adam Putnam, who wanted skim milk to be labeled imitation unless vitamin A was injected. And a jealous Palm Coast woman was arrested after crashing a wedding and hurling drinks at one of the bridesmaids. And that is your news brief from The Source. Harvest Fest is coming to Tuscaloosa Park on Saturday, November 11th from 1 till 10 p.m. featuring Aaron Tippin and the Georgia Satellites, along with rock, country, blues, and Americana bands, plus over 10 food trucks presented by Insight Credit. Union Harvest Fest is free with the donation of a non-perishable item. All donations distributed to local families by Project Hope. VIP tickets are on sale for $20. Go online to fielddowntownlive.com for more information.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
Get up,
right, good morning. 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. It is Wednesday, October 25th, 2017. You're listening to WOCA The Source, and we are broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside the WOCA commissary, where you, too, can get a cup of coffee. You got a cup of coffee in there, Robin.
Nice.
Good morning, Robin.
Good morning, Larry.
How you doing over there?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good over here.
Good.
58 degrees. Could you tell it was a little bit cooler than usual?
Yeah, it felt so refreshing.
58 degrees. Temperatures today climbing to 71 degrees.
Wow.
It's only going to be 71. I don't know if you call that climbing. 47 degrees is the expected low for tonight, just so you know. So it's going to stay cool today.
Gosh.
As far as rain goes, there's no mention of rain in today's forecast, nor is there any for tomorrow, where temperatures will climb to 74 degrees. Tomorrow night, lows around 48, and then things pick up a little bit on Friday, with temperatures climbing back to around 80, with lows at night around 60. So
nice.
Just a couple of days of cool temperatures. We got some more after the weekend, it looks like, but the weekend actually looks pretty nice. So, not that it's not nice today, it's pretty nice actually.
It is. It's real nice.
All right, let's see. What do we have? Yeah, we got some stuff to talk about. 7:35. We've got the phone lines fixed, I think.
Yay.
I think.
Nice.
And it looks like they're fixed anyway. It looks a little different, but that's okay. I don't worry about that.
No.
We'll be able to take phone calls. Your opinions are important. You're just say
It looks
hi.
nice.
Just say hi. Yeah, that looks nice.
I
Very
like
nice.
that. I like the way the screen looks. It looks cool.
I'm not really sure what you're looking at, but yes, it's a beautiful screen.
It looks nice.
It looks nice because it looks like it's working, is what it looks like. So we'll talk about the news as we do every morning. Opinions are welcome. So is a cup of coffee, which I've got mine. What do you typically get? Tea?
Usually nothing, but then
Nothing.
if I do want something, by the time News Bites comes, I'll get tea or some cold water.
Galen, you know, at 8:05. I have a fun topic for Galen today.
Nice.
Fun topic. We talk about food now and then with Galen. I have 17 professional chefs who reveal their absolute favorite ingredient for cooking at home.
Nice.
So this is, what we're getting close to. We're getting close to Thanksgiving. That's why these stories are popping up, right?
Yes, for sure.
So it's interesting. These guys get some absolutely ordinary things, and they explain why these are their favorite ingredients at home. At least one of them said tuna. I know that because
Nice.
I thought, hey, that's me.
Yeah, he took yours.
Do you know what I wonder? I wonder if you are a professional chef. Like, for example, Rondo, right?
Yes.
From Mojo's. He's a professional chef, right?
Yep.
Does everybody talk to him about food like all the time? Like, so like a sports guy, everybody talks sports. Like if you're, Al Roker, everybody
Yeah.
talks to you about the weather. I mean, it gets boring after a while, right? People talk to you about the same thing every day, all the time.
Yeah. But within his private circle, there's got to be other interests that he has that maybe his, family and friends, they just kind of leave the food on the back burner, maybe.
Oh, good choice of words.
Maybe. Thank
Leave
you.
the food on the back burner. News bites at 8:35. That's when we don't offer opinion. On Top of the World, Robert Colin is coming in from On Top of the World. He comes down off of the top and comes down here. He's bringing with him Sean Coughlin, and Robert and Sean will be talking about new home construction.
Yes.
Yes. Plus, don't forget, there's a home they're giving away. They're selling raffle tickets for a home. In other words, it's $100 a raffle ticket. But can you imagine getting a home in On Top of the World, a beautiful home, by the way, for $100?
Yeah, that is really amazing.
The proceeds, which could reach $3.5 million, I think, if I remember right, the proceeds will go completely 100% to hospice. So it's a really good fundraiser, and somebody's going to get a house. That's pretty cool.
Exactly.
There's an infomercial at 9:35 today. It's called Prosper with Keith Singer. You may have heard it before. It's an opportunity for all of us to learn how to better enable our money to work for us. You've worked for your money. Now let your money work for you. You've heard that before. Higher education happenings at 10:35. That's with our friend Mike Fallon, world traveler.
Yeah,
Mike
he's pretty awesome.
And Mike is the director of Webster University's Ocala Metropolitan Campus over there at Heathbrook. We call it Heathbrook?
Yes.
It's got a bigger name than that, right?
Yeah.
Something at Heathbrook?
Yeah.
Anyway, Mike will be here with Crystal. Crystal Flynn comes in from the University of Central Florida. Katie Denyer is with St. Leo University. Oh, we haven't met Katie. That's a new name.
Yeah, no, I just put everybody's name on there that has been here in the past, so I don't know who's coming in with Mike today.
Debbie Bowe is with the College of Central Florida. Jill Johnson is with St. Leo also. And Ted Ryland is
typo.
Ted Ryland is with the College of Central Florida across the street. So we'll talk to them about what's going on and how you can improve yourself by taking more classes and getting a better job, perhaps, at the end of it all. Susan Bloom is an assistant clinical professor in the Department of Preventive Medicine at the Mount Sinai School of Medicine in New York City. I think that's where I was born, Robin.
Oh, okay. Nice. I was born in Mount Sinai in Milwaukee.
The problem with buildings is that they keep the name and move the building, so I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm lost. Anyway, she's got a book called Healing Arthritis, Your 3-Step Guide to Conquering Arthritis Naturally.
Yeah.
All right. Now, that should be interesting, huh?
Nice.
Kate Lund is coming on at 11:20. Kate is a psychologist, and she's also a golfer.
Yes, she is.
And a swimmer.
I think that's awesome. It's like my mom. She swims every day, so that's pretty amazing.
She's going to talk to us about her book called Bounce, Help Your Child Build Resilience and Thrive in School.
Yep.
And as well as in sports and life. Fun with Joe today. It's the natural world today, Robin, on Fun with Joe.
Oh, natural. Nice.
All the answers have
Nice.
to do with the natural world.
Nice. Do we have to have certain attire for this segment?
Yes, you have to have white walls.
Okay.
All right, let's real quickly some light stuff before we get to the heavy stuff. Oh! There was a list
You're
put out.
excited about something?
Well, I just thought this was cool.
Okay.
If you're putting together a haunted house for next week for Halloween, one of the things you'll need to know is what exactly are people afraid of.
Oh, okay.
So, I have the top 100 things people are afraid of.
Nice.
I'm going to tell you the top 10.
Okay.
The top 10 things. Now, keep in mind, once you know what people are afraid of, you can incorporate these things into your haunted house. Number 10, people are afraid of holes.
Oh, yes. Yep, there's some that are really scary.
Have a haunted house and have like a fake hole or something.
Yeah.
Right? People are afraid of being lifted off the ground, as in flying.
Oh.
Now, how would you pull that off? I don't know.
Yeah.
People are afraid of germs and germ-bearing animals.
Oh, okay.
So that would be rats and bats and anything else. Everything carries germs, right?
Yeah.
Spiders.
But bats and rats are scary. And spiders and
people are afraid of small spaces. Yeah, so
and snakes.
Put some tiny spaces in there.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's. Oh man.
People are afraid of the fear of water, dripping water. It says here. The fear of dripping water. I wouldn't be afraid of that, but I guess if it was like happening, like, oh, what is that? Especially if it was dark.
Yeah.
That water, what is that?
And you can't run away because you're enclosed in a really small space.
Fear of thunder. Fear of dogs. Fear of heights. I guess you could have
an incline or something.
Like you have to walk across an area or something like that.
Yeah.
Fear of snakes.
Yes.
The number one fear is spiders.
Oh, yeah.
So put plenty of spiders in your haunted house.
Yeah, because they get on you and you can't get them off. And then when you get them off, you still think they're there. And, But you did something cool with fishing line. That was pretty cool.
Oh, yes. We can tell
At your place.
we can tell the fishing line thing. Anybody know this one? I'll tell you real quickly.
Okay.
If you hang fishing line from the ceiling, and that's it. Don't do anything else. Just hang fishing line. Nobody will see it. You can't see it. But you can feel it. It feels like a spider's crawling on you when you walk through it. I did that to you. Way back when I first met you.
Yeah, on your front door area.
Right.
When you came in the front door. Oh, that's freaking me out.
It does. It feels cool. I mean, it feels creepy. Like, what the heck is on me? What What is on me? All right, we will be right back. This is AM Ocala Live. Hey, thank you for being out there. It's a beautiful morning, really.
It's gorgeous.
We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. A Republican critic of President Trump, Arizona Senator Jeff Flake, says he's not running for re-election next year.
Politics can make us silent when we should speak, and silence can equal complicity. I have children and grandchildren to answer to, and so, Mr. President, I will not be complicit or silent.
White House spokeswoman Sarah Sanders says,
based on the lack of support that he has from the people of Arizona, it's probably a good move.
No response from President Trump yet. He has been feuding publicly with another Republican senator who's leaving next year, Bob Corker from Tennessee. 2 people are shot and killed at Grambling State University in Louisiana. The shooter got away and students are being told to stay in their dorms. Both victims were 23 years old, one a student at the school, the other a friend not enrolled there. The shooting was around midnight after an argument in a courtyard. Fox News, we report, you decide.
I just saved hundreds of dollars by switching to Geico. I'm so happy, I feel like I can fly.
Disclaimer, you will not be able to fly by switching to Geico. This is against the laws of physics and nature. If you find yourself flying, please seek professional and or medical help immediately. In the unlikely event you find yourself flying, you might be a superhero, or a pigeon, or a superhero named Pidgewoman, who was bitten by a radioactive pigeon. If you are indeed Pidgewoman, Geico retains all licensing publishing rights in the event Pidgewoman the movie becomes a top-grossing Hollywood blockbuster.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
You know those families who quietly enjoy the holidays? Me neither. Well, until thecompany.store.com. Now the kids love playing Hotel Auntie Carol in the good sheets, as they call them. They actually want to go to bed, so we get some adult time, and that's worth giving thanks.
TheCompanyStore.com has been perfecting the ultimate comforts of home for over 100 years. From the finest quality bedding and bath to home decor and more. Order between October 1st and 30th to get 25% off plus free shipping with our friends and family discount. Visit TheCompanyStore.com and enter the code FAMILY.
Council.
If you or a loved one is suffering with knee, shoulder, neck, back pain, or tennis elbow and would like to learn how to get out of pain, go to Regenetic.com. Then listen in on the first and third Thursday at 10 a.m. to the people that give you the regenerative medical solutions to your pain. Regenetic. First and third Thursdays, 10 a.m. here on WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. The Source. Regenetic.com.
Langley Health Services, located at 7205 Southeast Merricamp Road in Ocala, is a federally qualified health center offering family practice, pediatrics, podiatry, dental, behavioral health, and radiology services. Most insurance accepted, sliding scale for those who qualify, and same-day appointments available until 4 p.m. with board-certified family practice and internal medicine physicians on staff. Langley Health Services, call today 352-680-7000.
Tired of looking at stained carpets, dirty tile, or grout? Call Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. Make your flooring look great again. Stains, pet odors, allergies. Call Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. From serving our country to serving our community. Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. Residential and commercial. And now, 3 rooms for just $99. Check their website, silverbackrestoration.com.
Howdy folks, RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. So personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Here is your 30-second news brief. The U.S. Senate passed a $36.5 billion emergency aid measure to replenish FEMA. A child was bitten by a venomous snake at a daycare center on Eglin Air Force Base. He is okay. The state of Florida is paying $437,000 for attorneys representing a dairy in a lawsuit against Agriculture Commissioner Adam Putnam, who wanted skim milk to be labeled imitation unless vitamin A was injected. And a jealous Palm Coast woman was arrested after crashing a wedding and hurling drinks at one of the bridesmaids. And that is your news brief from The Source.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Lots of sunshine to enjoy today. Cooler and less humid, a high of 71 to 74. Clear and cool tonight, lows 45 to 55. Tomorrow and Friday are going to be partly to mostly sunny and gorgeous. High of 72 to 74 tomorrow. Temperatures warm a little for Friday, high 77 to 81. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
Thank you, Maggie. 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Not a bad-looking Wednesday morning. You made it to the middle of the week. Can you believe it's the 25th of October? Can you believe Thanksgiving is less than a month away? Right? Yeah, less than a month away. Christmas is 2 months away. Holy mackerel. Halloween first, of course. That's Tuesday. Can you believe we're up to Halloween already? What's your favorite Halloween candy? Do you know the one I like is the what do you call the chicken feed? What do you call that yellow, white, and orange stuff? What do you call that stuff?
What, candy corn?
Candy corn. Thank you.
Candy corn.
Why do they call it chicken feed? Was there a candy called chicken feed at any time?
I don't know, but no, because when you feed corn kernels to chickens, and they try to make it look like the corn kernels that you feed to chickens.
But the problem I have with the candy corn.
I
just broke something else.
Oh.
What did I just do? I just knocked something off of something. But anyway, the problem I have with that is that I don't eat it at all, except for like this time of year, like next week. and then I get tired of it real quick. It's one of those things that, okay, that's enough. Put it away for a whole year.
Well, it makes me choke. It's so
sweet.
It's got the crumbly things,
Yeah, so sweet.
Makes me choke.
All right, let's look at some things in the news. Robert Guillaume died. Do you remember him?
Oh, yeah, from Benson.
From Benson, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I always liked him. He just was an upstanding guy.
He was 89 years old. You don't realize how much time has passed.
Oh, okay. So he hit the acting scene a little bit later in life then.
No.
No?
No. I mean,
when he was Benson, what was he?
That was in the 1980s. Think about how much time has passed. That's already 30 years.
Oh, that's right. So he must have been...
Well, I guess you could say that was late in life.
Maybe.
I guess. And he started
50s?
in 1977, so that was 40 years ago. So he would have been 59, yeah.
Yeah, gosh.
I guess you're right, but it's kind of late in life. But anyway, yeah, so that was somebody we liked.
Well, he is a nice guy. Very nice guy.
George H.W. Bush, the former president, has apologized after sexual assault allegations were made against him.
Oh, my gosh.
So here's what happened, according to Fox News. He was posing for some photos with actress Heather Lind. And Heather Lind accused him of sexually assaulting her during a screening of her AMC show. The alleged incident occurred 4 years ago.
Oh.
He's 93. That means he was 89 at the time.
Right.
4 years ago, she posed for a photo with the former president while promoting an AMC show titled Turn Washington's Spies. Turn Washington's Spies. Lind wrote on Instagram that Bush touched her from behind from his wheelchair with his wife Barbara Bush by his side.
Oh, my gosh.
And he told a dirty joke. And then he touched her again. She claimed that Barbara Bush rolled her eyes as if to say, "Not again." That's their interpretation of the eye rolling. I think the eye rolling might have meant, "Oh, come on, that's not even funny."
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he thought it was funny. I don't know.
And anyway, the former president did apologize. He said it was an attempt at humor, and I have erred. How do you say the word erred?
Erred.
Anyway. You better not touch anybody, guys.
No.
Don't tell a joke. Don't touch anybody. There's no more friendly touching in this world. I don't know what he did. I'm not excusing anything. I just have a feeling that that's a lot of nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't either.
Here's a story I think is interesting and appropriate. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. The school.
I have a cold.
The school district, the Marion County School District, is in the news because they have a new program. It's there's a story in the newspaper, the Star Banner, The district plans to pump $1 million during the next 5 years into a technology-driven reading campaign aimed at pre-kindergarten students.
Okay.
Dr. Heidi Mayer is very, very much a supporter of getting children interested in reading at a very early age. So this is some kind of an app. It's developed by a company called Footsteps to Brilliance, and basically, if you read the first part of the story, you ask yourself, well, couldn't you just go to the library and get a book? But in today's world, kids like the little gadgets. So in essence, what you do is you take the app, or you use the app, and you get books. And what the app can do that a normal book can't do is if you come across a word that you don't know, it can pronounce it for you, and I think it can explain what it means. In other words, define the word.
Okay.
But in addition to that, it also every time you learn a new word, it sends the report somewhere, and then so you can kind of keep track of all the new words you're learning. According to this thing and this study, they say the children who are growing up in homes that don't have or that are not as wealthy, the parents don't talk with as many words. I guess wealthy people use more words than poor people.
I don't know. I don't agree with that statement.
Across the board, I do, but I know there's specific examples that counter that. But anyways, so I think it's a good thing. The one thing I think has been true that we've noticed individually is that people who raise their children and do read to them do seem to have more success in school. It just seems to be part of it. And what I think that just going to the book store, going to the children's section of the bookstore when your children are little, is going to tell you everything about how interested they are in those books.
Exactly.
So you get one, you read it to the child, and or you pick one up at the library.
At the library, sure.
Because you don't have to pay for everything, but you don't even have to pay at the bookstore. You just can't walk out of the store with the book.
Right.
But you could sit down they have a section in the bookstore where you can just sit down and read a book. Isn't that amazing?
It is.
That you can do that? But anyway, so.
And the library is wonderful because you can actually take the books home and sit with your child in your home environment and read to the child and explain the words and have them pronounce it to you. And sometimes I have issues with technology. I think, the more parents have hands-on with their children, the better the child becomes, my opinion.
Yeah. And I think nobody would disagree with that. I think it's just another way of incentivizing, giving you an incentive, giving an exciting way to do the same thing we've been doing all along.
Yep.
Tomorrow in this studio, we will have a couple of people giving information about FEMA and the Small Business Administration in regards to damage that was done by Hurricane Irma when Hurricane Irma passed through.
Yep.
Many of you are okay, and you're probably wondering what's up with that? We don't need this. Well, you would be wrong, because there are people in our community that are still suffering from the effects of Hurricane Irma, whether it was flooding or wind damage. And when they went to their insurance companies, they found out that, so I've been paying for 20 years and I only get $1,200. Oh.
Yeah, right.
I've been paying my premiums for 20 years, and I get $1,200.
Exactly.
I'll never forget the time, just on a little tangent right here. I was in a car accident on 441. Very small accident, really. And I was driving a 1970 Nova at the time, and it was probably a 10-year-old car at that time. Okay. So basically, the car was worth hardly anything as far as the Blue Book people are concerned and the insurance people. And so I think they gave me $200, $300 or something like that. I was rear-ended from behind by a lady who had been drinking. Nobody was hurt, thank goodness. But the point is, I had been paying since I was 18.
Yes.
And I remember saying to the insurance person, this is it. This is the best you can do. I've been paying you since I was 18. If you add all of that up, I've given you more money. I could have bought 5 cars. And they said, well, Mr. Whitler, you're going to have to read your policy, because your policy says all we can do is give you the money that the car is worth. The car is only worth $300, Mr. Whitler.
I know, don't you hate that?
And I said, well, I didn't cause this accident. Somebody's got to do something because I've paid you guys thousands of dollars since I was 18, and this is the best you can do? And they didn't listen to me until I wrote a letter.
Uh-huh.
So here's a little hint, kids. Put it in writing. Everybody gets afraid of things in print. But anyway, we have ladies coming in tomorrow to help you out. Sorry, that was my tangent. Regarding damage from the storm, and I got more news about that. The Senate passed a $36.5 billion emergency aid yesterday.
Wow.
This is the U.S. Senate, so this is regarding Puerto Rico, which is the biggest one.
Oh, okay.
As well as Texas, Florida, and parts of the Panhandle and New Orleans, I believe. Oh, and I think this is also part of the fire disaster restoration also out in California. So this is $36.5 billion is not all for Florida, but it does mean that there is more money, and the ladies coming in tomorrow will help us understand all of that. And your phone calls are important, but that'll be tomorrow. Right now, we'll come back in just a bit with more of this news and other news and your phone calls. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Lots of sunshine to enjoy today. Cooler and less humid, a high of 71 to 74. Clear and cool tonight, lows 45 to 55. Tomorrow and Friday are going to be partly to mostly sunny and gorgeous. High of 72 to 74 tomorrow. Temperatures warm a little for Friday, high 77 to 81. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
The Marion County Fair is October 27th through November 5th. 10 full days of rides, concerts, motorcycles, beauty pageants, a battle of the bands, talent competitions, and good old-fashioned fun. Featuring recording artists Lucas Hogue, Gemma Adams, Norman Lee Schaefer, Stephanie Quayle, and Jeff Golden as Elvis. Get a wristband and have unlimited fun while supporting Florida Kids Helping Kids. The Marion County Fair is at the Marion Military Academy off Baseline Road. For more information, go to MarionCountyFairFL.com.
Hey Ocala, this is Kelly Hart, Executive Editor of Ocala Magazine. Did you know last year Ocala Magazine won more awards in excellence than any other publication in Florida? And this year, Ocala Magazine was named Best Consumer Magazine in the state. Now you can join me every Friday at 10 a.m. on Ocala Magazine Radio, where we bring the pages of Ocala Magazine to life, right here on The Source. Ocala Magazine thanks you for making us number one. And remember, there is only one Ocala Magazine.
DeFio's Paint and Body Shop has been serving the Ocala-Marion County area for over 25 years. There's no job too big or too small. DeFio's makes it their priority to give customers quality service. Their hands-on daily approach comes with over 30 years in auto repair experience. DeFio's Paint and Body Work needs you if you have the skills and know-how to do the job. Call with resume in hand and get ready to get on a professional team today. Call 854-2220. That's 854-2220.
If you still need financial help to fix damage caused by Hurricane Irma, listen to AM Ocala Live Thursday morning, October 26th from 7:15 till 8 a.m. when Robin and I will have representatives from both FEMA and the Small Business Administration giving vital information, especially if you have already applied for aid but are not satisfied with your results. Our guests have information that might help right here on The Source, WOCA. Harvest Fest is coming to Tuscarora Park on Saturday, November 11th from 1 till 10 p.m. featuring Aaron Tippin and the Georgia Satellites, along with rock, country, blues, and Americana bands, plus over 10 food trucks presented by Insight Credit. Union Harvest Fest is free with the donation of a non-perishable item. All donations distributed to local families by Project Hope. VIP tickets are on sale for $20. Go online to feeldowntownlive.com for more information. All right, 58 degrees right now. Temperatures climbing to 71 degrees. There's no mention of rain in today's forecast. Otherwise, partly cloudy skies. Look at this. Low temperatures tonight, 47 degrees. And then tomorrow, highs around 74 with lows around 48 degrees tomorrow night. And then Friday, things pick up a little bit with highs around 80, lows around 60 Friday night. Saturday, pretty much the same, just a bit warmer. And then Sunday, another drop in the temperatures has highs 68 degrees on Sunday. Sunday night, 44 degrees. If you want to look ahead to Tuesday, it looks like it'll be a mild day for Halloween. How about that, huh? All right, let's try the phone lines. Hopefully they're working today. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yes, good morning, guys.
Hello, Hugh.
Hey, love this little cooler weather. I can't wait to get that fireplace going, you know?
All right.
Gee, you were talking before about, you can't hardly believe it's October 25th. I'm just wondering, maybe you can help me. I've often thought about it. Ever since kind of like when I turned 60, which is a couple of years ago, it seems like time keeps going, everything's going faster and faster. And now that I'm in my 70s, I can't believe it. It's just, like for an example, this morning, I turned the calendar over because it's getting close to November just to take a peekaboo. And here, I got a dental appointment the first week in November, and God, it seems like I was just there 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think you're going through a time warp.
Yeah, it's almost frightening in a way. Before you know it, you're going to be dead.
Yeah, before you know it, you're going to be dead. And then what are you going to do?
Then we don't have to worry about it no more, I guess, huh?
Who knows? Who knows what happens after you're dead? Last time I was dead, I was all concerned about it, and I realized I was worrying about nothing.
Yeah, did it affect you too, like with getting up in the 60s now, like how fast time flies by, where before it was kind of not that big of a deal?
Yeah, well now I'm 58 because I always relate more to the temperature than to my actual age. So today I'm 58. Yeah.
Well, anyway, like you say, before you know it, we'll be on a different planet. Hopefully, somewhere it's nice. And in the meantime, I think maybe because not too long ago it was still September. I'm walking into Walmart and there's a Christmas stuff up already. It seems like they're trying to push stuff.
Now you're making a point. Yeah, I think that's probably true. I think we do push things too quickly lately. Last couple of years, yeah.
I just hope that thing will slow down a little bit before, because when you get up in age, when you get a new dog and you look at that young new dog and you know that dog's a little longer than you're up there.
Thank you. Appreciate the comment. Okay. Funny stuff. All right, let's look at some of these other things. Let's see. The Senate passed the $36.5 billion emergency aid measure yesterday. Long story short, looks like that money will go to help out with flood insurance programs and other disaster areas, not only just here, but Houston, of course. Puerto Rico is one of the big ones. So hopefully they have enough money to put things back to where they should be. There was a child bitten by a venomous snake in Eglin Air Force Base. The boy is okay. It was a water moccasin. I'm not a snake guy. I never knew that a water moccasin and a cottonmouth were the same snake. Did you know that?
I didn't either. I thought they were two different snakes.
Just going by what the story says.
I sure did. Gosh.
Not a snake guy. My favorite story of the day is a 20-year-old woman in Palm Coast, Florida, says that her boyfriend was dancing with one of the maids of honor at a wedding. And she wasn't invited to the wedding, this 20-year-old lady, but she crashed the wedding anyway. She was at the reception.
Oh.
And when she saw her boyfriend dancing and kissing with this girl, and she got up and threw some soda at him or some kind of a drink at him, apparently.
Well, he must have broken up with her.
He says he did. They're 20.
My gosh.
20. They're 20.
How juvenile.
It says everything.
Yeah,
so anyway, she ran to the bathroom and cried in the stall, and the other bridesmaids went in there, pulled her out by her feet, and
threw her out?
And tried to, but then she jumped on to the boy who used to be her boyfriend, apparently, and started punching him. So
what a stupid
So she's in jail.
woman. Good, I'm glad she's in jail.
She's in jail.
I mean, get over it. Gee.
A lawsuit that started a couple years ago has been settled, and the state of Florida lost. They are now having to pay, and have already paid it, $437,000. This was that story. I remember it clearly. This was so stupid. The Department of Agriculture for the state of Florida, and forgive me, Adam Putnam, I know you're a great guy and everything, but how did you let this one get through? They were telling a dairy farm that they could not call skim milk or natural skim milk, because they were doing it exactly natural. They had skim milk, naturally skimmed, but they were not infusing any extra ingredients like vitamin A.
Gosh, gosh.
And so they told them that in order to have skim milk without infusing vitamin A, you have to label it as imitation. And the dairy farm, which is the Ocala Creamery, is what the name of it is. The Ocala Creamery said, well, wait a minute, there's nothing imitation about it at all. Why are you forcing us to call our skim milk imitation?
Yeah.
And the state of Florida said, well, because in order to be skim milk, you have to have vitamin A infused into it. In other words, artificially put into it.
Oh, my gosh. Oh,
so their milk was truly more natural, more organic or whatever than what the state wanted. And so in order to be skim milk, you have to artificially add ingredients.
No, that's ludicrous. That's absolutely
well, the
ludicrous.
judge and the jury agree with you, Robin, because the state lost, and that means that $437,000 had to be paid to the lawyers for the creamery. How about that?
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Wow.
Colin Kaepernick, I never know how to say his name, the former NFL quarterback who started the national anthem protests, has signed a book deal with Random House. They will pay him $1 million to tell his story.
Oh, my gosh.
Kaepernick in 2016 gained nationwide attention when he did not stand during the national anthem, and you know the rest. But
oh, my gosh.
He would have made more money as a football player, don't you think?
I think so. He's got
$1 million book deal.
Yeah, but he's probably still got all that money that he was, given when he signed up, unless he squandered it all.
Former Fox News host,
Random House.
Former Fox News host Bill O'Reilly has revealed new details of what he said was shocking efforts to attack President Trump's reputation. O'Reilly says his information also raises serious questions about the motives behind allegations that have been made against himself. He was on the news Tuesday, that investigators working for him had uncovered an audio recording of an anti-Trump attorney offering an unidentified woman $200,000 to file sexual harassment charges against then presidential candidate Donald Trump. Really?
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
O'Reilly said the tape exists. We have urged the person who has the tape to hand it over to the U.S. attorney because my investigative team believes there are 3 separate crimes on the audio tape. Wow. Don't know if it's true. Just telling you what he said. The next one. Our 2 senators in the state of Florida are on the same team. One's a Democrat, one's a Republican, but in this regard, they're on the same team. They're urging the federal government to figure out a short-term fix for Puerto Rico's infrastructure. Hurricane Maria, as you know, devastated the island of Puerto Rico. Many of the 3.4 million residents are still without electricity, still having a hard time getting food, still having a hard time getting clean water. At least 80% of Puerto Rico's electrical grid has been damaged. About 80% of the customers remain without power. Rubio and Nelson visited Puerto Rico in late September and have since urged the president to send more aid. The president was criticized at first for the administration's response to the storm. I think a lot of that was political, but
I think so.
But anyway, so yes, you can't disagree with what they're trying to do there.
No,
filmmaker Michael Moore said his one-man Broadway show could go on the road. Apparently, it didn't work on Broadway. The Wall Street Journal examined the show titled The Terms of My Surrender after it spent 13 weeks on Broadway and concluded that the message did not resonate with theater goers. Can you imagine sitting in a seat for 2 hours listening to Michael Moore?
Oh, gee, I'm surprised people didn't walk out. I would.
The show took in $4.2 million in ticket sales, but that's 49% of what it could have earned if the show had sold out every night.
Wow.
In other words, the seats were half empty.
Yeah, I'm glad, yes. People are smart. They don't need to be led around like sheep. They can think for themselves.
Anne Frank's diary will be read out loud at all soccer matches in Italy this week.
Oh.
The Italian Soccer Federation announced yesterday after shocking displays of anti-Semitism by fans of the Rome club Lazio. Lazio supporters on Sunday littered the Stadium Olimpico in Rome with images of Anne Frank, the young diary writer who died in the Holocaust, wearing a jersey of city rival Roma. The ultra-right-wing fans of Lazio associate their Roma counterparts with being left-wing and Jewish, and had hoped to incite Roma fans since the teams share the same stadium. Stadium cleaners found the anti-Semitic stickers on Monday. We'll be right back.
Studios. This is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. Arizona Senator Jeff Flake joins another Republican critic of the president, Bob Corker from Tennessee, saying he won't run for re-election next year either. Flake says about President Trump on the Senate floor,
Reckless, outrageous, and undignified behavior has become excused and countenanced as telling it like it is, when it is actually just reckless, outrageous, and undignified.
No response to that from President Trump. The Senate votes to roll back a rule allowing class action lawsuits against banks and credit card companies.
Now, individual consumers are going to be subjected to rules put out by banks that call for mandatory arbitration. Vice President Mike Pence cast the tie-breaking vote to roll back that rule.
Fox's Jill Nato in Washington. That bill's already passed in the House, with President Trump expected to sign it soon. Fox News, we report, you decide.
I just saved hundreds of dollars by switching to Geico. I'm so happy, I feel like I can fly.
Disclaimer, you will not be able to fly by switching to Geico. This is against the laws of physics and nature. If you find yourself flying, please seek professional and or medical help immediately. In the unlikely event you find yourself flying, you might be a superhero, or a pigeon, or a superhero named Pidgewoman, who was bitten by a radioactive pigeon. If you are indeed Pidgewoman, Geico retains all licensing publishing rights in the event Pidgewoman the movie becomes a top-grossing Hollywood blockbuster.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
You know those families who quietly enjoy the holidays? Me neither. Well, until thecompany.store.com. Now the kids love playing Hotel Auntie Carol in the good sheets, as they call them. They actually want to go to bed, so we get some adult time, and that's worth giving thanks.
TheCompanyStore.com has been perfecting the ultimate comforts of home for over 100 years. From the finest quality bedding and bath to home decor and more. Order between October 1st and 30th to get 25% off plus free shipping with our friends and family discount. Visit TheCompanyStore.com and enter the code FAMILY.
Ad Council.
The weather is brought to you by MyFWC.com. Safe boating is no accident. Lots of sunshine to enjoy today. Cooler and less humid, a high of 71 to 74. Clear and cool tonight, lows 45 to 55. Tomorrow and Friday are going to be partly to mostly sunny and gorgeous. High of 72 to 74 tomorrow. Temperatures warm a little for Friday, high 77 to 81. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
Hi, this is Certified Financial Planner Keith Singer of Singer Wealth Management. We help our clients make the smartest possible choices when it comes to the management of their financial assets. Whether your goal is to generate ample lifetime income, prudently grow your wealth, or efficiently leave a legacy for your family, my firm Singer Wealth Management is here to assist you. Call us today at Singer Wealth Management at 866-WEALTHY. I'm looking forward to speaking with you, making your life better. Call me today at 866-WEALTHY.
Tune in to Prosper with Keith Singer, this and every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to tune in to the first and third Thursday of the month at 11 a.m. to learn about the latest advances in healthcare available right here at home. Ocala Regional Medical Center and Strive have teamed up to bring the most qualified medical professionals on the air to answer your questions and bring information to help you in your decisions concerning your health. Again, that's the first and third Thursday. Health matters.
Hospice of Marion County has an urgent need for volunteers to share a conversation with someone, run errands, hold someone's hand. All you need is a willingness to help others. Our volunteers believe the blessings they receive far exceed the services they offer. Will you consider serving, caring, and making a difference? Call today, 873-7441. Hospice of Marion County, making more moments of life possible.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952. Robin, how do you like my design?
You're designing a box?
That's not a box. It's a doghouse.
Rough draft for your rough? Sounds like you need personal service.
I do?
Yes, to print the blueprints. See Mark at the Personal Service Center. He can print blueprints, notarize permit applications, print and mail out invoices, and even provide great-looking business cards.
Personal Service Center. That's the one on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street, right?
Just look for the yellow signs. Your Pedigree Palace will be a reality in no time.
Harvest Fest is coming to Tuscaloosa Park on Saturday, November 11th from 1 till 10 p.m. featuring Aaron Tippin and the Georgia Satellites, along with rock, country, blues, and Americana bands, plus over 10 food trucks presented by Insight Credit. Union Harvest Fest is free with the donation of a non-perishable item. All donations distributed to local families by Project Hope. VIP tickets are on sale for $20. Go online to fielddowntownlive.com for more information.
This thing on? Hello. Hey, this is Nunzio, and I want to invite you to the Ocala Civic Theater to see me and Frank and Emma and Aida and, oh yeah, our grandson Nicky in a play called Over the River and Through the Woods. It's a comedy, very heartwarming. It's about your favorite grandparents, us. We're on stage through November 12th. Get your tickets when you call 352-236-2274 or get them on the internet thing, at OcalaCivicTheater.com. Grazie.
DeFio's Paint and Body Shop has been serving the Ocala Marion County area for over 25 years. There's no job too big or too small. DeFio's makes it their priority to give customers quality service. Their hands-on daily approach comes with over 30 years in auto repair experience. DeFio's Paint and Body Work needs you if you have the skills and know-how to do the job. Call with resume in hand and get ready to get on a professional team today. Call 854-2220. That's 854-2220.
All right, 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. It is cool outside, 58 degrees. It's going to stay cool today. Highs are only expected to reach 71 degrees. Lows tonight, 47 degrees. And then tomorrow, pretty much a repeat performance of that. Things warming up Friday and Saturday, and then cooling down again on Sunday with the forecast for Halloween, if it's interesting to you, pretty mild. 74 is the high, 51 is the low for Tuesday, and looks like it's going to be no rain, though, which is good for the kids, right?
Right, exactly.
All right, Galen, normally calls in at this time. We don't know where he is. He hasn't called in, but on his behalf, let's make sure that we don't forget to remind you that there is a need for you and I and everybody else, if you are eligible, to donate blood, because without blood donations, there is no blood supply. And those folks who are in the hospitals in need of blood won't be able to have the procedures done, and in some cases might not even survive. So if you take a half hour out of your day once every 8 weeks, that's all you can do. It's at once every 8 weeks and takes about a half hour, and it's nice. It's relaxing. It's air conditioned or heated in some cases, I guess, if it's cold enough out. And you get to watch TV or listen to the radio or whatever you want to do. You just sit there and let the phlebotomist do what she does or he does, and you will have saved a life simply by allowing a pint of your blood to be used for emergency purposes. So thank you for doing that. Go to lifesouth.org. That's where you will find out where the Bloodmobile is. I always prepare a segment for Galen. Mm-hmm. And today's no exception. And so, with the cooking season upon us, yes, I have some favorite ingredients that professional chefs, use when they cook at home. So, some of their absolute favorite ingredients, and each one of these chefs was asked to give me, not to give me, but to give the writer of the article, their most favorite ingredient when they're cooking at home. You ready?
Nice.
All right, so Chef Scott Conant from Fusco, which is a restaurant in Manhattan, he says his favorite at-home ingredient is garbanzo beans.
Oh.
Canned garbanzo beans. He says,
okay.
I pan fry them, I dry off the excess oil, and then I toss them in a touch of smoked paprika and salt. And then he enjoys them like popcorn.
Oh.
So whoever thought you could do that?
Yeah, because they're really bland in taste when I put them in my salad, like at the salad bar.
Well, you might want to try it.
Sounds good.
Get some garbanzo beans out of a can. He says he gets them out of a can. He pan fries them, dries off the oil, tosses them in a touch of smoked paprika and sea salt, and they become like popcorn.
Wow.
Got to try that one, all right. Stephanie Izard is a chef at the Little Goat restaurant in Chicago.
Okay.
And she likes to use fish sauce.
Oh.
She says, I love fish sauce so much that my website of recipes has a special tag for it.
Oh.
I use fish sauce in my Girl and the Goat sauteed green beans, but I use it in so many more dishes like cheesy crab dip, wintry beef stew, chimichurri, and more. My favorite brand is Red Boat because it's gluten-free, so nearly everyone can enjoy it.
Oh, so it's like pre-packaged. You don't have to like cook a fish and drain it and get the sauce.
No, it's not fish.
Oh,
it's not from a fish. It's used on a fish.
On a fish. Fish sauce.
Fish sauce. Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Not tartar sauce, which is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The fish sauce. All right. Marcus Samuelson, who is a chef at the Red Rooster in Manhattan, he likes to use pickled vegetables and hot sauce.
Oh.
He says, when I travel, I make sure to pick up local hot sauce and bring it back with me. You can add it to meat, obviously, but you can also mix it in salad dressings. It's great on eggs and many other things. I've also have pickled vegetables in my refrigerator. They're a great accompaniment to salmon, fried chicken, meatballs, and salads.
Oh, yeah, when they're cold like that, like 3-bean salad, and you leave it sit overnight and it's cold and it marinates, that's really good.
All right, Chef Giuseppe Tentori, who is a chef at the GT Fish and Oyster Restaurant in Chicago.
Okay.
He likes to use, wait a minute, what does he like to use? What does he use? Oh, he uses canned tuna.
Oh.
He uses canned tuna. He says, I always have canned tuna in my pantry. My favorite is Ortiz Bonito del Norte from Spain.
Oh. But that's like 25
Mine
bucks
is
a can.
Mine is what do I like? Chicken of the sea.
Yeah, especially when it's on sale.
Mine is chicken of the sea. Sorry, Charlie. Anyway, this guy likes this Ortiz Bonito del Norte from Spain. Chef Christina Tosi from the Milk Bar in New York City. The Milk Bar.
Oh.
She likes to use unsalted European butter.
Oh. Okay.
She always keeps it in her fridge.
And what does she do? Put it in her milk drinks? Or?
She said, in my everyday kitchen, butter is a must-have power player. I use it to grease the muffin tins, saute the vegetables, bake a pound cake, which, by the way, we have to make a pound cake for Philip.
Yes, we do.
Or it goes good on pancakes. I imagine it does go good on pancakes. Okay.
I bet you're right.
The next one, I don't have the name of the chef. I don't know how I must have cut it off somehow. Canned tomatoes is a chef in Los Angeles.
Oh, I love canned tomatoes. You can do a lot of stuff with that.
All right, Chef Katie Button from Curate in Asheville, North Carolina. Curate is a restaurant. Curate. Olive, she likes to use olive tapenade. Tapenade?
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Olive tapenade adds surprise flavor to weeknight vegetables like roasted broccoli or asparagus. There you go.
He probably got it at that olive market downtown. Olive tapenade.
The chef named Matt Hyland from the restaurant called Emily in Brooklyn, New York, says he likes Bella smoked sardines at home. He likes toasted sourdough with a slab of cold butter, chopped cornichons, sardines, and some Maldon salt sprinkled on top. Ooh.
Oh, no, I like mustard sardines.
That just sounds horrible to
I'm
me.
like not a
No, thank you very much.
connoisseur of sardines. I like the mustard sardines.
Troy Gard is a chef over in Denver at a restaurant called Tag. He likes pickled jalapenos.
Oh.
He says he uses it in everything. He puts it in his scrambled eggs. He puts it in his salads. He puts it in everything.
No, too hot for me. Would you like that?
Jalapenos?
Jalapenos?
And sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I want it in my scrambled eggs. Although I could imagine that.
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah, it might jazz it up a little bit.
Jared Braithwaite is from a restaurant called Colony in Brooklyn. He uses anchovies packed in oil.
Oh, I've never warmed up to anchovies. I've tried them. No, thank you. No thanks.
He likes them on a cracker.
Okay.
There you go. So I just thought that'd be a fun topic. All right, we'll move on. We got news and other things on the other side. Don't forget to donate blood. Go to Life South and donate blood. Go to lifesouth.org to find out where the Blood Mobile is. And thank you, Palm Garden of Ocala and Penn Flooring, the two sponsors that make that announcement possible. Normally delivered by Galen Unold. Today I do it not as quite as good as Galen, but we'll be right back after this.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Lots of sunshine to enjoy today. Cooler and less humid, a high of 71 to 74. Clear and cool tonight, lows 45 to 55. Tomorrow and Friday are going to be partly to mostly sunny and gorgeous. High of 72 to 74 tomorrow. Temperatures warm a little for Friday, high 77 to 81. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 572-2510. That's 572-2510.
Whether you're just starting out in your career or ready to make a change, being a commercial pilot is within your reach. The FAA has predicted that in the next few years, the number of planes in the sky will double, and that means a lot more jobs in aviation. Ocala Aviation has teamed up with an accredited university, enabling you to get a college degree in aviation while training to be a commercial pilot. And with options like financial aid, grants, and scholarships, it's never been a better time to get your new career in aviation started today. For more information, call me at Ocala Aviation, 352-861-7484.
Hi, I'm Big Daddy Don Garlitz, asking you to support adoption by purchasing a Choose Life license plate from your county tag office. You know it costs a lot to give a child life. Many times a woman is forced to make a bad choice because of financial pressures. Help save the lives of the unborn children by aiding women whom choose life instead of abortion. Take a stand for life. Purchase your Choose Life license plate today. For more information, go to chooselife.org or call 352-624-2854.
Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus Levy Marion and learn how they can help you. If you or a loved one is suffering with knee, shoulder, neck, back pain, or tennis elbow and would like to learn how to get out of pain, go to Regenetic.com. Then listen in on the first and third Thursday at 10 a.m. to the people that give you the regenerative medical solutions to your pain. Regenetic. First and third Thursdays, 10 a.m. here on WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. The Source. Regenetic.com.
All right, thank you. 18 minutes after 8 o'clock. Beautiful looking Wednesday out there. I see some people dressed a little bit warmer. Now you ladies like to dress in the warmer clothing, even if it's like 90 degrees out there, because it says October.
Yes.
And so, you know what? You have to put something warm on. But today, you get to wear it, and it actually looks like it makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, if you listen to radio because you love radio, and if you've always been interested in radio, and you're one of those geeks like me, and you pay attention to things like FCC rules, well, they've changed one. And this is one that you might be very happy with. Regulators at the FCC have eliminated a requirement for TV and radio stations to maintain a main studio in or near the communities they serve.
Oh, wow.
So you could literally now have a radio station here and have your broadcast go any place in the country.
Oh my gosh.
You could have some kind of a signal, maybe what do you call it, a repeater. You could we could do our show here, and then I guess we could rent space on an antenna in Chicago or wherever, and then have a broadcast in Chicago.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
That was an 80-year-old rule. It's a step that broadcasters welcomed as trimming unneeded rules, and critics called a step toward homogenized programming. The rule is no longer needed to keep stations in touch with their communities, since email and social media have replaced visits to a studio. The Federal Communications Commission voted yesterday to eliminate the rule, which was adopted in 1939.
Oh my gosh.
You think that's true?
I don't know.
I mean, I like the idea, actually. I mean, I think it's a good move.
Yeah.
But I'm just curious if, because the whole purpose was you have a local show with a local accessible studio.
Right.
I can tell you some studios we've worked at, though, we're not that accessible.
Sweat.
I worked for a very short while. I got to tell you this story at a radio station, and I will always preface this story by telling you that the people, which are always the most important part, the people who worked at this radio station were so nice and so good at what they did. When you listened to the station, they were professional. They knew what they were doing. But it was over near, like on the way to Cedar Key in an area called Trenton. Right? Am I right? And I don't even know what's in Trenton, because when I went to that radio station, it was a mobile home in a field. Now, this mobile home was not a brand new, nice, shiny new mobile home. No, this mobile home had been around a while. But keep in mind, the first thing I said, the people were super, super nice.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they really were sweet. Okay, so the panel on the side of the mobile home, part of the paneling, whatever, was off, so you could like kind of look in. That was part of it, okay? That was part of what I remember.
It's like looking in the windows at the Today Show. There you go.
Yeah, just like that. There was no air conditioning in this mobile home. All of the things that could be opened, windows and doors, they were opened. There was a fan.
Yeah, okay.
There were more than one fan, actually. And the guy who did there what I do here, again, as nice as can be, and when you listened on the radio, you had no clue these people were sitting in a sweaty little trailer somewhere in a field. Anyway, when I came in to talk to him, there was no place to sit. There was no place at all to sit, and he said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Here, take my seat." And he got up out of his leather, nice-looking swivel chair at the control board, and it was soaked with sweat. And I said, no, I'm okay. I'm okay, really. I'm okay. So when I say I worked there for a little while, I didn't work there much. I mean, I think I produced a couple of commercials, and that was about it. But anyway, so getting back to the topic of the story. To have access to the community has always been a requirement. So I guess now they're saying you don't have to. I'm not so sure why they say, though, that by having that homogenized programming, I don't get that.
No, I don't either. I mean, is that another?
Oh, I see what they're saying. Oh, they're saying, okay, there were broadcasters who welcomed it because we have some unneeded rules, and there were critics who don't like it because they say it's a step toward homogenized programming. I get them now. Okay. Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. I mean, if we're going to do, oh gosh, how many times does this happen where a station decides they don't need any local people?
Right.
Right? They can just use, the networks.
The syndicated.
Right. And so you have the morning hosts in Ocala, Florida saying, gosh, it's a beautiful snowy morning, isn't it? And everybody in Ocala's going, what?
Yeah, right.
Beautiful snowy morning. What? Where are you people?
Yeah, exactly.
I always, the one thing I've always loved about doing this show is that it is local. the fact that we were always accessible. I mean, we were at the Cascades for a while. Now we're at the Paddock Mall. You know, before the Cascades, we were what they call the legal building. I think they call that.
Yes.
State attorney's office now, I think
Right.
is what they call it. But anyway, we were always a very, very accessible. The WTMC, which is off the air now, but they were very accessible right on Magnolia. And the whole point was that if we have information for you, you can come into the studio and just get it firsthand. But I guess now I sort of like the idea, but I don't. I would continue to do local. I don't care what they say, but it would be nice if you could say, let's see, by owning local stations, the New York-based media networks could dictate local news coverage. Oh, I see what their problem is. The one they don't like. Okay, so in other words, we're reversing it. We're taking the small town guy and putting up an antenna in Chicago or New York, but they're saying that the real players in this will be the wealthy, big media. And they'll start putting local stations around here. Oh, okay. Maybe I don't like this after all.
Okay.
Anyway, good morning. You're on the air. Thank you for calling.
Yeah. That's the you get big operators like Clear Channel that at one point owned over 600 radio stations, and they basically fired all the local people and put on network programming all day.
Yeah, I see that now. Yeah.
And one of the other problems is WUFT in the university. They're basically running BBC all day.
Are they really? Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that they don't do Theater of the Mind anymore. They used to be Classic 89, and you don't hear any music hardly on the station anymore.
But they must have done this before they passed this rule, because they just passed this yesterday.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot of the stations are. I mean, even WMOP is. It's all network all day except for Buddy Martin's show in the afternoon.
Which is an hour, right?
Yeah.
Only an hour long.
Well, that's why we do what we do here.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jim. Yeah, that's good insight right there. That's absolutely true. I do like the idea of putting up an antenna in New York, though.
Yeah, we could be there too. Wow, nice.
It probably costs a fortune, though.
Yeah.
Hey, Dan, we could make some money. Yeah. How come? You know why the big city radio stations make more money? Because there's more money there to be spent.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
you put a signal up in New York, and next thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire.
Exactly.
Old Jed meaning Dan and Joe.
That's right. Contemplate.
All right. If you are afraid of germs, then you might want to stay away from the grocery store. 48 million Americans get sick from foodborne pathogens each year that they pick up at the grocery store. How do they know this? I don't know.
Yeah.
It says dirty shopping cart handles, unrefrigerated prepared foods, bacteria-laden reusable grocery bags have all been linked to illnesses. Dr. Adam Barkin with the HCA Healthcare Skyridge Medical Center in Denver says there are some things you can do. There are some things. When you first get to the grocery cart, wipe down the handles and the sides. A lot of stores give you those wipes.
Yeah, you do that. When I'm in the grocery store with you,
Sometimes
you get those
I do that. Yeah. Temperature-sensitive grocery foods, including prepared, ready-to-eat items, should remain cold or hot. Depending on what they are. Fresh produce like leafy green vegetables is often bathed in a mist of water to keep it fresh, but that's something you don't need once you're home. It's a good idea to shake the water off and wash it again yourself. Of course, you should.
Sure. You don't just eat it when you get it home. You take care of it.
Anyway, anything else?
You wash it.
Anything else
You
in here
take
we
care
can
of your health.
squeeze? One more thing. Google is training its artificial intelligence machines to understand human behavior by using YouTube videos. Oh, that's great. The Mountain View Company has pulled more than 57,000 publicly available clips to highlight about 80 human behaviors. So that artificial intelligence can study it and be more human-like.
Oh, gee.
Wow.
Yeah, I can see some road rage in those videos, too.
Can you imagine that? Now your self-driving car is going to be tailgating you just because it doesn't like you.
Exactly.
Get out of my way. Right on red. What's the matter with you? Oh, my gosh. Wow. Okay. Hey, the reason Galen comes on with us each morning is to remind us that donating blood is the only way we have a blood supply. So if you have an opportunity, go down to Life South. They have... what do they have? They have phlebotomists there waiting to take your blood. I'm looking at the clock here. I guess I forgot to put something in.
Oh.
So go down to Life South, donate blood. Life South is on Silver Springs Boulevard, right next door to where we used to be in the Cascades. And then, of course, you can go online to lifesouth.org. By the way, it's like a mini physical. You find out your cholesterol, your blood pressure, your temperature, and your iron. Mm-hmm. We will be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. Arizona Senator Jeff Flake joins another Republican critic of the president, Bob Corker from Tennessee, saying he won't run for re-election next year either. Flake says about President Trump on the Senate floor,
Reckless, outrageous, and undignified behavior has become excused and countenanced as telling it like it is, when it is actually just reckless, outrageous, and undignified.
No response to that from President Trump. The Senate votes to roll back a rule allowing class action lawsuits against banks and credit card companies.
Now, individual consumers are going to be subjected to rules put out by banks that call for mandatory arbitration. Vice President Mike Pence cast the tie-breaking vote to roll back that rule.
Fox's Jill Nato in Washington. That bill's already passed in the House, with President Trump expected to sign it soon. Fox News, we report, you decide.
I just saved hundreds of dollars by switching to Geico. I'm so happy, I feel like I can fly.
Disclaimer, you will not be able to fly by switching to Geico. This is against the laws of physics and nature. If you find yourself flying, please seek professional and or medical help immediately. In the unlikely event you find yourself flying, you might be a superhero, or a pigeon, or a superhero named Pidgewoman, who was bitten by a radioactive pigeon. If you are indeed Pidgewoman, Geico retains all licensing publishing rights in the event Pidgewoman the movie becomes a top-grossing Hollywood blockbuster.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
You know those families who quietly enjoy the holidays? Me neither. Well, until thecompany.store.com. Now the kids love playing Hotel Auntie Carol in the good sheets, as they call them. They actually want to go to bed, so we get some adult time, and that's worth giving thanks.
TheCompanyStore.com has been perfecting the ultimate comforts of home for over 100 years. From the finest quality bedding and bath to home decor and more. Order between October 1st and 30th to get 25% off plus free shipping with our friends and family discount. Visit TheCompanyStore.com and enter the code FAMILY.
Council. This is the beat of a normal heart. Now this is the beat of a heart of someone who just snorted or injected or smoked methamphetamine. Why? For a high. And this is what happens to that normal heartbeat. It's irregular, it's racing, it's why it's called speed, and it can do bizarre things to our heads. It can make us aggressive and violent. We can start hallucinating and end up doing some serious damage to people. Call 1-8888-NO-METH today for more information on methamphetamine. That's 1-8888-NO-METH.
A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free Florida and America.
On top of the world, Ocala's premier active adult community is a leader in the industry in both recreational activities and amenities. They utilize superior construction methods to deliver energy-efficient homes. Tune in Wednesday at 9 a.m. Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest to discuss all the exciting new things On Top of the World can offer to current and prospective new residents. So be sure to tune in Wednesday at 9 a.m. on Top of the World. You deserve the world.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
The entire world watched. They watched each step down the rungs of that small ladder, one after another, and waited with great anticipation for that last step.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
At that moment, humanity saw the impossible become the possible. And today, the sky is not the limit. Achievement. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
An unexpected pregnancy can turn a young woman's life upside down. The House of One in Faith in Ocala gives these young women a place to live in privacy and comfort under the Christian care of counselors who will guide and protect both the woman and her unborn child. The House of One in Faith is confidential, loving, and free. For more information, call 352-687-8895.
If you find an animal or a bird that needs help, call Animus Foundation at 352-843-6379. They will come and get the animal if you can't take it to them. High school students and those with court-ordered community service can earn required hours in this rewarding environment. And veterans who share a bond with animals and parents who have been through mental or physical trauma are especially welcomed. Families, clubs, and tourists can arrange for tours of Animus without driving for hours or miles.